Hello friends, Happy New Year. I thought I would come on and share some of my goals for the new year. I am one of those people that likes to have everything written out on paper, so I will be reading my goals from these sheets of paper. So the first goal on my list is to read 6 books. I love to read, but I never take the time to do it. I figured I would be easy on myself and include finishing books. Like if I have a book that I already started that I want to finish, if I finish it, it counts towards the 6 books. First thing on the examples under that list is finish Harry Potter, the first book of the Harry Potter series. I started that at the beginning of 2020, I believe, and just haven't finished it. I can't commit, and there's only like 10-20 pages left that I have to read, so my goal is to finish that. I would like to restart The Great Gatsby. The next thing is to read Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, I believe the name of it is. It's the newest Hunger Games book that came out a year or two ago. I bought it but haven't taken the time to read it. The next thing is read/study this yoga book that I got. It's like a beginner's yoga book, and explains the importance of different poses and breathing and things like that. So I view that more as a study than actually sitting down and reading something, because I want to absorb the knowledge that I'm getting. I'd like to read at least one poetry book. I have several. Again, I buy them and just never take the chance to read it. And then lastly on that little section is to maybe read Twilight. I think reading Twilight would be fun. I have it. I've seen the movie, so I'm interested to read the book. Even if it's just the first book that I get through, I'm game to read it. The next thing is sit down and write out a schedule for the month. I don't want to create a schedule that is so hard and fast that if I don't do it exactly the way I have it written down, that I end up punishing myself for it. I want it to just be a guideline for myself, and so I can be more aware of what I have coming up. I'd like to kind of get a month of perspective. The next thing is be active 2 or 3 times a week for at least 30 minutes. Of course, this is just to start out. I'll be happy if I am more active once a week, even for 30 minutes. I just want to be consistent and get more movement in my body and my life. The next thing is I want to work on music at least one day per week for at least 30 minutes. I want to work on music, make an active try. I want to practice music that I already play, songs that I want to start playing for my shows. I'd like to record more videos for my social media because I like to post covers every now and then. And then I'd like to write more music and record it too. The next thing is work on my story at least one day a week for at least 30 minutes. I know it probably sounds crazy to try to put these guidelines on creativity, but sometimes I feel like pushing myself to try to be creative might help push me out of the creative blocks I can face. Working on my story, I would love to publish this novel by the end of this year. So I feel like the best way to try to make that goal happen is to make myself work on it. If I just sit here and don't have any ideas for 30 minutes, then I can go on to the next thing. But if I end up working on it for an hour or 7 hours or whatever, that's fine. It's cool. I just want to make myself make the effort. The next thing on my list after that is be creative at least one day a week for at least 30 minutes. This goes in the same category as the music and working on my story. I want to make the active effort to sit and do things that I don't make the time to do sometimes. I want to challenge myself to be more creative. The next thing on my list is to listen to music, and I already listen to music, but I want to listen to more music. I want to find new musicians and bands. If you have any recommendations, feel free to list them in the comments. I want to see live music, even if it's seeing like a local musician, and just like try to find ways to re-inspire myself as a musician, because sometimes I can get hung up in my pattern and my routines that I kind of forget that there's so much out there that I haven't even experienced. So I'd like to experience some new music. I want to make a goal to get out of the house at least once a week, because there's times that I don't get out of the house at all. And of course, like if it's snowy or icy, I'm not going to get out. That's not a big deal. But at least once a week, I want to make the effort, even if it's just sitting outside on my front porch for like 10 minutes, like I want to get outside of my house at least once a week. The next thing is I want to stay home at least once a week, because there are times that I just run and run and run and don't take the time to rest, and I need to do that because my body gets so tired. I want to take at least one day a week to just stay home, and that gives me an opportunity to catch up on things if I need to catch up on anything. I have at least one mental health / rest day a week as needed. That goal can be adjusted depending on the week, the month, whatever. Whatever I need to do to make my mental health feel better, I want to prioritize that. To clean / organize in my room for at least 20 minutes, at least once a week. I have a tendency to let my room get messy. I'm not even going to show you the nightstand behind my camera right now because it is terrible. Usually if I set a timer for 20 minutes and I get in the groove of cleaning, I won't even think about a time limit. Sometimes, it's like, 20 minutes. I can't even do 2 seconds. Because it feels like a lot of effort. But 20 minutes isn't that bad. And that's something that I can do like before I go to bed. Short amount of time. And I feel like once a week is good. The next thing is to do my nails every 2 weeks or as needed. So like I just painted my nails this weekend and they're already starting to chip. So I want to like make more of an effort to do that, because that's something that like feels good to me. The next thing on my list is to journal once a day. I think that's important. There are so many times that by the time I get to December, I don't remember what happened in January. So I like to sit down once a day and write even like a sentence of what happened. I would like to watch a new movie, at least once a month, or like find a new TV show that I can watch. Hopefully not binge, but just like watch and enjoy. Because sometimes I feel like when I binge watch TV shows, I don't get to enjoy them as much as I used to when I didn't binge watch things. I want to work on my website once a month or as needed. Just make sure that everything is updated and tidy, and if there's any information I want to share, that it's on there. And if you want to find the link to my website, you can find it in the description bar below. I want to start vlogging. This is, I guess, technically my first vlog. I know it's very chill. I'm still in my jammies. We're chilling in my bed. I want to be like a casual vlogger. Like, I want to feel like I'm talking to my audience like friends, because otherwise, if it's formal, I am going to stumble over my words and overthink it, and then I'll never post anything. So I want to overthink less and just put stuff out there. The next thing that I want to do is get professional pictures taken for my music, or even try to take some myself first and see how it goes. But I definitely need some new updated pictures. The last ones that I have are from when I had shaved hair, and I don't have shaved hair anymore. So I'd like to stay a little updated. I want to master making coffee at home again. In the beginning of the pandemic, I feel like I was doing a lot better about like not getting coffee out. And I kind of slacked in the past like year and a half, 2 years. So I'd like to get better at making my own coffee again. The next thing is I want to drink at least 2 bottles of water a day. I drink a lot of coffee most of the time, or I will drink coffee in place of water, and that is not healthy. If you're seeing this, we're gonna take a drink of water together because I'm thinking about it. So I'm gonna wait, go and get water. Do you have your water? Okay. We're gonna take a water break. Good job. So I want to stay hydrated, better hydrated. When I say a bottle, I mean one of these Deer Park bottles, because that's the kind that my family gets. It's 16.9 fluid ounces. So I feel like I know 2 of these a day isn't a lot, but it's more than what I drink normally. I'm hoping that adding more whenever I drink coffee will help. So basically, if I drink a tall cup of coffee in a day, my goal is to drink 2.5 bottles. If I drink a grande cup of coffee, my goal is to drink 3 bottles. If I drink a venti cup of coffee, I want to aim for 3.5 bottles of water. And then if I drink anything over like 20 ounces, or if I have multiple cups of coffee in a day, I want to aim towards drinking 4 bottles of water. Of course, that the amount will be different depending on the day, depending on how active I am, but I feel like that's like a good start, you know? I want to make sure that I take my vitamins every day, which since I'm thinking about it, I should probably do that. I put my vitamins in pill bottles, but I want to take my vitamins every day because those definitely help me feel better in general. If you take vitamins or any kind of daily medicine, if you haven't taken it yet, we'll do it together. So I'll give you a minute to get yours. Got it? Okay. All right. I want to wash my face at least once a day. Pretty straightforward. I want to get rid of things that no longer serve me, whether that's clothes, shoes, knickknacks, books, trash, mugs and cups, bad memories. I want to try to just like let go of extra stuff that I don't need anymore. I'd like to educate myself on more issues, including being more like green, eco-friendly. How can I better support people of color? How can I support other people in the LGBTQ plus community? Find out more about upcoming elections. That way I can be more active and make more mindful decisions. The next goal, I want to stop eating at Chick-fil-A altogether. I know it's bad that I've eaten there as long as I have, knowing what I do, but unfortunately my body craves their food around that special time a month. But I'd like to stop eating there altogether. I don't want to support a company that would not support me, you know? And I know that corporations in general are a problem. Being part of the LGBTQIA plus community, it is important to me to not support a company that has so openly been against my community. I'd like to start drinking Starbucks less too, because they don't treat their workers good. I mean, a lot of places don't treat their workers good, but actively knowing is a difference than being willfully ignorant, I guess. Ignorance is bliss. I want to be more conscientious of what I'm consuming and who I'm consuming it from. I'd like to stop eating beef. I love steak every now and then, but I'm not a huge fan of beef like I used to be. So I'd like to just stop eating it altogether. And I'd love to eat more veggies and fruit. Most of my food is brown, beige, and like yellow from cheese. I want to do better. I want to support more small businesses and artists. I want to go somewhere new in a good way. I don't want to manifest something negative, so I want to clarify. I want to go somewhere new in a good way. Like, you know, I get to explore a new state or city or something. I think that would be fun. I want to do something fun with my hair. I need to go and get a cut again by my stylist. And I might play with the color a little bit. I don't know. The last couple times I've done color, I end up kind of regretting it a little bit. But also, there's always a part of me that wants to have, like, blue hair. So, we'll see. Those are my goals for this year. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, I don't want to know. What are your goals for this year? Leave some in the comments. Love to get some more ideas, since obviously my list is not long enough. So yeah, I hope you have a great 2023, and I hope that we get to see more of each other in the new year. So,